Don't forget, folks, there are still thousands of soldiers and Marines deployed in Los Angeles, and it is still unclear what they're doing there. But they made their presence known on Monday, stampeding on horseback into an almost empty public park in LA. Watch for yourself. These are obviously scary images. Horse-mounted, masked soldiers stampeding through a public park in broad daylight without a threat to respond to just stinks of fascism. But it also feels more than a little silly. And I don't want to make this comical, but silly is the word that comes to mind. Like, what were they actually doing there? When I started seeing these videos, I was sure it was AI because mounted troops galloping through a metropolitan park is the sort of AI video slop that con men and hustlers are spamming social media with all day long. But unfortunately, that video was all too real. And by the way, let me take a moment and say thank you for tuning in. I mean, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, we just hit 8,000 subscribers today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this show. 8,000 may not sound like a lot when you're watching other channels that have 500,000, 1 million, 5 million. But look, it means the world to me. And I especially love reading your comments. So please keep them coming. And if there's something that you want to see more of, something you don't like, whatever, I love criticism. And I also just love to connect with people. So throw me a comment. Thank you. All right. The military is terrorizing LA parks. Does Gavin Newsom have any thoughts on the matter? You bet your ass he does. Check it out.
Disgrace what's happening in MacArthur Park. What theater? On the 6-month anniversary, after all, of these fires. That's the message from the polluted heart of the President of the United States. The polluted heart of Stephen Miller. Those National Guard men and women that were out there protecting people are now being used as political pawns. Out there on horsebacks running through soccer fields in the middle of the day. Timed around announcements and events like this. It says everything you and I need to know about the state of mind of the President of the United States in this administration. So to those that feel torn asunder by everything that's happened over the course of the last 6 months, notably highlighted and reinforced last 6 weeks and over the course of the last 60 minutes and day like today, I want folks to know we have your back and we'll continue to come back and do what we can to protect our diverse communities, to protect the spirit that defines the best of this city and our state, and to push back against this cruelty. To push back against this cruelty that is being perpetuated by the President of the United States.
Such an incredible message from the governor of California. It is nice to be reminded that there are still leaders out there with integrity and moral clarity. But what about LA Mayor Karen Bass, you may ask? And that's the first thing I thought when I watched Gavin Newsom. Because Karen Bass kicked ass yesterday. She was exactly the type of leader we needed as well. Take a look.
I am going to say,
Mayor Bass, I need to get my phone and we're departing.
Okay. All right. Mayor Bass.
Mayor Bass.
Any comment, Mayor Bass?
Thank you.
Mayor Bass, any comment?
Yes, my comment is they need to leave, and they need to leave right now. They need to leave because this is unacceptable.
Who did you speak with?
Just wait and see.
Mayor Bass,
They will be leaving soon.
Mayor Bass, who did you speak with on the phone just now? Who did you speak with on the phone?
I had a custom.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie. I played California Love this morning while I was sending out my daily newsletter. If you haven't listened to it in a while, or if you've never listened to it, do me a favor, check it out. The people of San Diego heard Gavin and Karen's message, and they acted with moral clarity, letting card-carrying lazy boy lover JD Vance know where he is not welcome. Watch this. And by the way, this is maybe one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life. Second to seeing JD Vance humiliated when he arrived in Vermont for skiing. And only those in Vermont could come up with the signs they did. But let's check out some San Diegans here.
Go to the Hague! Welcome in Northport! Get the fuck out of here!
Guess what, boys and girls? It's Taco Tuesday. We're approaching the 90-day mark of Donald Trump's Liberation Day. Remember that? Remember the deals that were going to come? Such good deals. Deals that would, I don't know, make you tired of winning. I wonder what's going on with those deals. Do you? Let's check in with Scott Bessent, a man who, I don't know, just gives off this incredible confidence and charm.
Move on to trade, and it's amazing how quickly things move. I know yesterday you said by Wednesday we might have a couple of more deals to announce. I know it's Monday, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Can you give us any idea whether that's likely? Is India, is that in the mix? Can you break any news for us here that something's going to happen in the next 48 hours?
Yeah, we are going to have several announcements in the next 48 hours. And, Joe, I think what President Trump is concerned about is the quality of the deals, not the quantity. As you could imagine, as he started herding the cats and trying to get everyone across the finish line, when he said that there's a chance that countries could boomerang back to their April 2nd reciprocal tariff levels, we've had a lot of people change their tune in terms of negotiations. So my mailbox was full last night with a lot of new offers, a lot of new proposals. So it's going to be a busy couple of days. But importantly, too, that President Trump has said that the countries would not go back to the reciprocal rate until August 1st.
Folks, if you were totally fucking confused by the last clip, you might be Scott Bessent. Wow. Disney's Bambi took one look at the Scott Bessent video and said, damn, that dude looks like a deer in headlights. I am a dad, by the way. So if you consider that a dad joke, I'm sorry. Luckily for America, Scotty Not Too Hottie is not the one closing these deals. This guy is.
You're going to send letters. I'm going to send letters. That's the end of the trade deal. I could send one to Japan. Dear Mr. Japan, here's the story. You're going to pay a 25% tariff on your cars, So we give Japan no cars. They won't take our cars, right?
I mean, Donald Trump literally wrote the art of the deal. And by wrote, I mean he hired a ghostwriter who wrote it for him. That Dear Mr. Japan letter, though, Trump definitely wrote that shit. Let's take a look. Now, I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't begin with Dear Mr. Japan, but the rest of it definitely reads like a long form, ever so slightly edited version of one of his Truth Social posts. A user on Twitter, I'm not going to call it X, helpfully decided to take out the red pen on this atrocity of the English language. Check it out. And by the way, to the Twitter user who did that, thank you. The same way that I would like to say God bless those in San Diego. So God bless you for taking out that red pen. Look, I'm just going to let that sit here for a second, folks. All right. And while we're on the topic of tariffs, what does a company like Ford Motors think about Trump's new trade policy? I'd like to know. Trump says he wants to, quote unquote, bring back American manufacturing. So the second largest automaker in the United States must feel pretty good about this trade war, right? Wrong. Check it out.
If there was one thing that you would ask President Trump, maybe Congress to do right now, that would allow you maybe to create even more jobs than Ford already does, what's one thing they could do?
Maybe I'll ask for two.
Okay.
Okay. One would be the parts tariffs, as I said, because we can't make all the parts here. And if the tariffs are high on the parts, including steel and aluminum, that actually hurts our economy.
Folks, nobody thinks these tariffs are a good idea. And speaking of bad ideas, Trump's ag secretary held a press conference to announce that mass deportations on farms would literally continue and that farmers should submit to our AI overlords. No, really. Check it out.
Can't underscore enough. There will be no amnesty. The mass deportations continue, but in a strategic way, and we move the workforce towards automation and 100% American participation, which again, with 34 million people, able-bodied adults on Medicaid, we should be able to do that fairly quickly. Thank you.
Folks, the combination of cruelty and stupidity in the Trump presidency is truly astounding. So is this next clip, where cruelty and stupidity meet in person.
I want to present to you, Mr. President, the letter I sent to the Nobel Prize Committee. It's nominating you for the Peace Prize, which is well-deserved, and you should get it.
Thank you very much. This I didn't know. Wow. Thank you very much. Coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful. Thank you very much, Bibi.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you. It's a great honor.
All right, quote, coming from you in particular, this is very meaningful, end quote. Trump is not trolling Bibi when he says that. He means it sincerely. And this is a guy who loves to humiliate people and loves to not be sincere. But in this case, it is. Say what you will about Bibi Netanyahu, but this is a guy who knows a thing or two about peace. Give me a fucking break. All right, I want to close out the show with a message from beyond the grave. Check out this next video from the late, great Robin Williams.
And Donald Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He is the guy. He plays Monopoly with real fucking buildings. This is a scary man. And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores? It's like, it's a fucking catch and release program for him. This is a man who said, my daughter is hot. Even people in Arkansas went, that's fucking wrong. That's just way out of place. And that fucking hair, my God. I believe the hair is the Donald. I believe that's it. I believe the body is a maintenance system for the hair. He goes home at night going, we're home. Hey, fuck it, let's get out of here now. I'll fuck her, let's do this.
So, folks, that's from 2012. Robin Williams calls absolutely everything we're seeing today, except he was totally wrong about Arkansas. All right. Thanks again for tuning in today, and thanks for helping getting the channel over 8,000 subscribers. I know that sounds like probably nothing when you're looking at folks with 500,000, 1 million, 4 million, 5 million. Many of these people I love and respect and love working with. But to get to 8,000 on our own has been a true pleasure. And you guys did it. So please share, subscribe, do whatever you can to get the word out. And man, I didn't think that Robin Williams clip would bring back so many memories, but what a great guy. Love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day.